Hello and welcome to the stream. An American Truck Simulator in Montana, Eagle Valley, where we are currently located. So I did a couple of internal jobs here on location. Hello there, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Um, yeah, so after Pinga updated their trailers, that was a little while ago, they removed this one, the carrier for the big giant logs, which you can have a double configuration of. And I took an old file that was outdated since 2 versions, I think, and I renamed it and put it back into the game, and behold, it turned green and compatible. So I have now both the Pinga Arctic selection and the old selection that I had before that. So I'm actually able to use it. Not as refined as the new update, of course, because they did a really good job on the new logs, a new name for the logs, and the whole load setup or load selection, you could say. But nevertheless, I missed this one, so I definitely wanted it back, and now I have it. So we're gonna climb the mountain and get some more. See where we're gonna end up, I have no clue. We have a little situation. Last time I was coming down from the mountain, I lost traction and I jackknifed the whole setup, so I got a little damage going on there. But we'll fix it later. I think it'll be fine. This old Mack is going to be fine. Only thing about this, it takes a lot of space, but we'll see. So far so good. I think this is basically the hardest place in the whole game, of what I have at least. My expansions from Matt VT yards, and this one is by far the most challenging, especially when you get snowfall, those kind of conditions. It just messes with you big time. So we might get stuck. We'll see what happens. This place is ridiculous with long trailers. You really need to be on the inner edge constantly, otherwise you would get stuck on possibly on the rocks to the right, as the trailer will glide down and potentially getting stuck. I'm happy to say the stumps on the left side, they are not, they don't have a collision box, and that is good because they should be removed anyway. Should not be there. You need all the space you can get, so you would definitely just rip them off the ground, or up, yeah, would be removed. Alright, let's see if I can do this. So we got a hole to the left, and we got, yeah, you see what we got on the other side. Not so pleasant. Man. Yeah, so not a big issue without the load. With load, it's entirely different. And every truck has different, you know, like tendencies. So it took me a while just to find out what not to do with this one and what I could do with this one. I think it's pretty high up on the scale, actually. This is a well-equipped tractor. So what I did, the original has, like this one, has a pusher axle, but it doesn't have a drive. So I opened up the file and put a drive on it. So I could get out of sticky situations and have one more step except for the differential lock. Other than that, it's usually a trade-off. When you're hauling really heavy, it would go straight out and would not be able to turn because it's turning into a tri-drive basically, and for whatever reason I just lose almost all steering ability. So I just use it in special occasion. I usually don't have the pusher axle down on this one. That's how I solved this issue with Eagle Valley. Otherwise I would not have to use it, but I wanted to have a truck that actually can handle this whole area in the winter time, possibly when it's snowing, when it's getting even slipperier. So alright, let's see what we got from here. A lot of talks today. Okay, we got two. Alright, we got to St. Regis, which doesn't make sense. Yes, so this is another thing. Pinga trailers, Pinga mods, with the Arctic trailers, I mean, the new and updated and improved version of this. They thought of stuff like, we never haul from sawmill to forestry or from forestry to forestry. We just haul from forestry to sawmills. That's about it, and maybe some businesses, but that's all. And this one doesn't know the difference. So what I think, there are no sawmills in St. Regis, so we're going to be hauling to another forestry, which I'm going to try now. This one, on the other hand, I don't know, it actually looks like it could potentially go to a sawmill. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I'd rather do that. So let's take this job and see. We might end up in St. Regis anyway. I'm just gonna check on the map how it looks. So Missoula marked here, and they would want me to, let's see, up here. Well, there's a slight chance we could end up in the forestry right up here, but if so, then fine. But yeah, there's not usual you haul from one area to another where they just, let's see, cutting trees. They have plenty of trees to cut. They don't need more trees to be delivered to them. Doesn't make sense. So yeah, I would not expect anything from this. This is an outdated version, but I definitely wanted this trailer set back. I was very sad that they removed it, and with that they also, for whatever reason, removed a lot of customize like custom options for the trailers. They put new ones in, but just reduced the amount like a lot. So you can't really have a lot of lights on them anymore. It's very limited, so they are kind of dark. The trailers are not lit anymore, you know, beautifully lit like a Christmas tree. I mean, this one only has so much you can put lights on, but the other one with the horizontal bars, you could put on the outside of those. So, in this one, it's actually, I'm going to show you guys. It's going to take the load.
Let's roll. We owe it to our children to have you arrive safely.
So, it's basically like this. You get the trailer. Alright, let's go to the trailer purchase here. So this is the new one, the updated one, Arctic series, and there is a lot to choose from. If you go in here and you can just choose all of these different kind of, these I don't understand with the drawbar because they are not able to connect to other trailers. And if you would use these, they would be connected to the fifth wheel and cut into the frame of the truck or the tractor. So it doesn't really make sense. However, these other ones are really cool. We have a B double. This one is really cool. But yeah, like you can see, there's not many things. See, like you can choose the two different marker light sets, more or less. That's all you can, and they all on the frame, so they are not on the outside like it used to be. However, the model is really nice, so it's way more improved on these. And you could choose like a pole variant of this that reminds of the one I'm using right now, but you cannot haul the big giant logs anymore. So it would basically be something like this. But there are no big logs. There are long logs, but not, you know, huge logs anymore. For whatever reason, kind of removed it. This one doesn't work. It should be for transportation, like so. But it doesn't work. So it would be, I think the wheels are down here, cutting into this last axle. So they need a new update to fix this one. Also, there are no, what I know of, there is no point in using these. It should be like this. This would be this configuration you always have, where you don't have a load on. I don't know why that they can't fix that, but that would be the correct thing. Like when you don't have the load, this is the configuration, not this. And this would come down to the ground, obviously. Anyway, so the old setup called Pratt from Pingham Mods is this. So this one is awesome, for instance. Like you have a configuration of freaking 7 axles. You can have with or without crane. You can set it with logs that are loaded crossing the trailer or along the trailer, whichever you want. And also you can change the, let's see, what was that? You're supposed to be able to change if you want to have painted, hang on, there is a way. Can't find it. Oh, it must be this one. Yeah, so you can do this, like basically go between paint and chrome or aluminum or whatever it is. What is this? Oh, I did not know I had this. I definitely have to include these. Oh man, I forgot. I will do that on mine later, but that's for another time. Yeah, cool. So you can do that, and of course, you can have the the one that I've got here, with the additional little trailer behind it. So, pretty cool setups, I must say, configurations. It's a lot to choose from, and of course the old double as well. So it was still around in the update, but improved. But yeah, so let's get to it. Let's do a walk around, shall we? Check it out. Whoa, not fly around, but walk around rather. Thank you very much. Alright, so these giant logs. Pretty good quality still, even though they improved their different log types, and the textures and so on, improved it furthermore on the update. But I don't know why they removed this one. So I'm super glad that I got it back. That it's still working. I just had to change the file name, or the file name basically, so it didn't have the same as before, and it would appear as a new trailer basically, and compatible too. So yeah, let's try to get down this mountain, shall we? All right. Quack quack, rubber duck. Rubber duck said what needs to be said. Hang on. Hopefully I'm not getting stuck with the rear axle. No, we're good. And yeah, suspension on max. We're gonna need it here, and we're gonna need power too. Not too much though. We go over the edge.
Turn left. Turn left.
So for whatever reason, the trailers tend to get stuck exactly over the edge, because they kind of cut off, and you got the hole on the right, so they kind of climbing down with the rear axles and getting stuck. So if you're a little bit shy, don't bother, because you're gonna get stuck. So you just have to have the right amount at the right time basically. I have made many mistakes on this, so it took me a while to figure it out. And yeah, some trailers more than others. So the Pratt trailer, the one I showed with the 7 axles, that's almost impossible because of the 7 axles. It kind of breaks you down in the wrong moment and would cause you to stall exactly when you're trying to get over the edge with the tractor. So I did that a couple of times. Then I took away one axle. I mean, I was able to get up, but I have to be super aggressive about it, and that's kind of dangerous because you can overdo it, and then it's that. So I removed one axle on that one, so I had 6 axles, and that was the sweet spot, so you could actually go over the edge without much effort, because that one is heavy. You have like 2 piles of long logs on it. It's heavier than this. I don't know why, but it is heavier. I guess it's more dense, more logs, so it's gonna create more weight. But this is huge, so that's why we're hauling it. Alright, not too beautiful with the camera cutting through the logs, but yeah, also pretty possible to start drifting with the tractor here as the trailer's starting pushing me. So I'm gonna hold my finger on the trailer brake, because that usually saves me. If I'm starting to brake the trailers, they won't push me that hard, and I can come out of the drift or slip. Yeah, it's going down sideways basically with the tractor. And that's what happened when earlier. That's why I have that light lit with the damage on the engine, because I jackknifed it. It was with the Pratt with a 6 axle, and I was pushing it a little bit just to see the, you know, the limit, and I overdid it in the last turn right here. Was coming through out of the switchback and on to the last turn, and I overdid it, and I couldn't save it. So even if I was braking the trailer, I was over the edge 90 degrees to the left, and the trailer kept pushing me backwards into the bushes. So that was it. And that was not during snowing. So whenever time it snows in the game, it's basically the same when it starts to rain without the frosty mod. So everything is getting slipperier, more slippery. So it's kind of an exaggerated value for that. So it's getting really slippery when it starts to snow. But yeah, like I said, it didn't snow, and I overdid it anyway. This one is not as easy to get you to push. I don't know why. It just doesn't do the same. All right. Just gonna check where they want us to go. Yeah, so it's to the sawmill, so it's fine. Also, we're gonna start a convoy because I just remembered that my friend Vince might be dropping by. So if we don't have a convoy, he's not able to drop by, obviously. So we're gonna try out this. Hopefully, he's gonna be able to apply the same that I did with the old file, and put it in just like I did, and see if the game accepts us in the convoy mode as well. We haven't tried it yet, so I just tried it in single player. Alright, so we got 61 mods. I think we got more than that. I think we got 67. But it never counts the right amount. It always less than the maximum. In some occasions maybe you can see the max amount, but that's very rare. Indeedio. All right. 45, 47, 52. Yeah, I should have done it before the stream, but I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to see this. I'm sorry I'm wasting your time. A little bit, but it was not much time, right? Let's go. Are we good? Nothing is applied. No differential lock. Let's see what the time is. 11:42. It's midday. Man, I love this truck. I love this engine. Maybe taking a little easier. Oh man. Oh man. It's getting fast. If the train is coming now, I'm fried. I don't know why I said fried, but I'm toast. Whatever. So all of this is Matt VT Yard expansion all the way up to the gas station. So I love this. We're, you know, on the old road, parallel to the new freeway. I love that. I would love more of that in the real game. Roads like this. Missing textures, right there. And you can go on that little road on the other side of the tracks. You can choose that one as well. Able to do so. So there's a fuel station right here. It's like an operation center of some kind, like with other trucks. It's kind of like a garage, but you can't have it. Not this one. There's two dudes dancing there with a goat and a bear sitting, I think. Pretty neat. Pretty unusual too, I guess. Alright.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
The green snow. That's an issue. Mainly with third-party areas like this, but it is quite common in areas in the game as well. So don't know why it does that, but it's might be a Frosty thing. I don't know. Frosty mod maybe have to put more effort into that, or it's not possible. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit weird. Traction seems to be varying on and off depending on where you're going. So right here it's totally fine. Then all of a sudden you're gonna come to a place where you take the same kind of turn, going the same speed, and you're gonna find yourself in the nearest tree or whatever. That's kind of cool. Surprising. If nothing else. Man, everybody's partying here. Awesome. Party town. Party town. Party town. Yeah, it's pushing, alright. Our weight, I mean, the weight of the load is 59,524, so it's almost 60. There was something I wanted to change, right? But this is not. We got a service station, service shop on the other side. What was that? It was something that I just...
In 400.
Yeah, it was not on this
Turn
one,
left.
right? It was on another trailer. That's fine.
Turn left. Take the fourth exit, or America.
Grrr. The old Mack with the old gearbox, huh? Grrr, grrr. And the sloppy driver too. Can't nail the gears. No, but I get the glitch in my gearbox shifter. Needs to be checked at some point, but it's it's not frequent enough yet to check it. $680 horsepower on this one. sad that you can't really access the menus just because you're in a convoy. I mean, they could just make it exactly like this, like the map, so you could check out stuff, whatever. You shouldn't, but you could. You shouldn't because you should drive. That's what you should do, but basically like checking your computer or whatever. I forgot to set this trailer on private, so my one and only other driver, she took my trailer from me. I had to get it back. I was like, no, ma'am, you're not gonna use that one. She's like, oh man, I wanna haul logs. Why do you keep doing this to me? Like, I'm always on the flatbed and I want to be on the logs. Like, one day, you're gonna be ready for it. And she was like, oh. Yeah, her truck is not really made for that. It's an old Pete 379 with a pusher axle, but I believe it's just two-wheel drive, so it's just one drive axle on it, I think. She's never gonna make it. Not with that one. She will, because she's an AI and she's invisible too. She would just pop up there and get the logs and get going like nothing. Man, they should implement that. You should see your drivers. That would be so freaking cool. Maybe not in convoy mode. Obviously it's gonna be a lot, like take a lot of performance if 8 people have like 40 freaking drivers out on the map, and every driver will be rendering at times. No, that's not gonna happen, but when you're single player you should see them at least. I think that'd be really cool. Meet them on the road, maybe stop for some coffee, at some gas station, take lunch. Man, I love the wobbliness. It feels heavy, it feels like it's moving, and it does move. It's moving sideways. It's heavy, like high CG, center of gravity, truly high. Who's ready for steak night, by the way? I'm ready for steak night. Every Friday. I see, yeah. I think maybe I could use the pusher axle on this one without it turning, or not stop turning. It seems to me that it is weight related. So depending on what load you're hauling, how much it weighs, that would decide whether you'll be able to turn or not able to turn. And it's like super thin, the line. So you would either be able to turn like nothing, because I was demonstrating it yesterday as I was like, oh, I'm gonna lower my pusher axle and take a look. I'm not gonna be able to steer, and I was like turning. So that was a surprise. Then I thought, yeah, it might be, like weight related. Before that, I was hauling a 202,000 pound bulldozer, and I was not able to turn. For the love of God, I was not able to turn when the pusher was down.
Continue straight.
And I believe it's because I put a drive on it. So that's also a thing I would like them to have in the game. You should be able to have configurations like freaking all-wheel drive if you want, and put them in or out independently from each other. So if you want to have a really complex setup, you could have that. That would be really cool. If not on the front axle, but in some occasions that would be so helpful to actually have partial drive on the front axle. I tried to implement it myself, so it's possible to do so, but full time, so it would be driving all the way. And the problem was that it was unstable, so the truck went back and forth. It was very hard to keep straight because it would drive, and you know, it was very unpredictable on the
In
road,
400
especially on the
meters,
freeway. So
turn left.
when you were going fast, it was not so good. So I just realized I can't use it. But it would be really cool if they could just have
Turn
that,
left.
you know, connected or disconnected, whether you, depending on the condition. So if you would get stuck somewhere and you would actually have ability to drive with the front wheels, the front axle as well, that would be awesome to just, you know, connect it in just
You
for
were
that
right.
occasion,
It's been my honor and duty to
and
see
then
you
disconnect it
through.
when you're done. And that goes, oh shoot. And that goes for the pusher axle as well. So what I would have done in this case with this truck, if not the front wheels, front axle, I would definitely try uh, to get drive on the pusher and still you be able to use the pusher axle on the ground without drive as well. And then it would not go straight out like it usually does. One more thing I would love is if you actually could just park below this freaking crane and they would just lift off everything. That would be freaking cool. Wouldn't it? That would be massive. It would be one log at a time for sure. But anyway, it would be cool. Alright. Let's lift her up a bit so we can go close to these. Man, I overdid it. I overdid it. I was too late. I overdid it. Alright, let's see. Might be the last trailer gonna go over the logs there, but oh boy, I was actually going over some logs myself here, I guess. Yes, I was. Alright. That could happen. Although I'm pretty sure it would push the log to the side, but you know, it's how do you say it? It is darn it, I can't come up with a word. When you can move it, that's static. That's what it is. I can see from here, so be gentle with your judgment. Although I'd like to have a little damage on the truck, you know, lights coming and going, and the engine randomly stopping at times, like the old truck that it is, and needs a major overhaul, something like that. All right, just drop this load and see if we can get another one. We might be using the Pratt as well. Not gonna take jobs from here though. We're gonna try to keep it the way it is, like way it should be. We're gonna take jobs from forestries if possible. So we got Missoula, and it should be to the right of us or slightly above. We'll see. Yeah, just like so. So these are not as big logs. These are the big ones. Yeah. This one goes up to Kalispell. This and this one goes to Moy River. Jeez, I wish I knew if this was going to the sawmill or if it's going to the lumber, not the forestry, because the forestry would be a problem. Not a big one, but still a problem. It's I think I could do it with this one actually. It's not a low boy, so it's not gonna cut into the ground and get stuck, and it's not too heavy either. So I think I will make it up. Going up. We got to San Regis, but that's from here. I actually would love to do that, but why San Regis? That doesn't make sense at all. Okay, let's do this. Let's just go up to the forestry or move to San Regis. I'm thinking here, Missoula or San Regis. Still thinking. Alright, we're gonna go to St. Regis. Before we do, I just want to see if there is anything interesting from there. Might come up later, but... So, St. Regis, where are you? There you are. We got to Astoria. We got the... nice. Alright. Eagle Valley. Hopefully the sawmill. Alright, let's take this one then.
There are those who would like to see you.
Otherwise, we will have problems.
Not going to happen.
If it's not going to the sawmill, but going to the forestry and Eagle Valley. I don't know why I want to say Eagle Rock.
Turn right.
It's basically like, it feels like a rock. It feels really steep and like a mountain. So Valley doesn't cut it. Eagle Rock at Eagle Valley would be nice. Correct. Yeah, so only bug I actually found out on this one is basically you're not supposed to be able to lift any axles, obviously, on this one. Well, not so obvious. You got two of them in front on the main trailer, on lead trailer, so you would actually be able. But what happens when you try to lift an axle, it's actually active. And what it does, for whatever reason, the pup trailer goes down into the ground, basically, just with the wheels, so you get stuck. So it doesn't work. So I hope I'm not gonna accidentally push that button.
Keep right and then continue straight.
Alright, going to St. Regis, picking up a load to Eagle Valley.
Continue straight.
That seems nice. Pretty local, not too far and so on, but you know, both is nice in different ways. Since most of the local places around here is Matt Vitti yards, like 3 of them at least. San Regis, Eagle Valley, and Lodgy Lodge / Moy River. So 2 places there in one package. And this truck is so nice. Yeah, so I said it in other streams. This old Mack Superliner comes with the E9 V8 engine, all up to 680 horses with a crazy torque. So it's pretty much pretty good. And the gearbox comes all up to 18 speeds, Eaton Fuller, I believe, but it's not with the retarder though, but without. But there are so many different differential ratios, like the final drive, to choose from. That is crazy. It's all the way from low, 2 point something low, and up to 4 point something high, and everything in between. So I ended up with 3.25 as a sweet spot for being able to have power up in the hills. If crawling is needed, I could do that, like really slow. And also I could go with pretty low RPMs, like the speed is, are now going 67, 66, and the RPM is 1200, so it's pretty low for that speed. Good economics, good mileage, I guess, on them. Fuel, how do you say it? Mile to the gallon, something like that. Oh, it got dark. Finally got dark. Almost Thompson Falls exit. And that will be our exit. I really have some kind of a hype about log trucks right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm taking you with me on the trip, on the journey or whatever. I always loved log trucks,
400 meters,
and I always loved snow as a kid. That's the fun of it as a grown-up. If I have to work in it, not like this though, but if I really have to be outside working in it constantly, then I don't love snow at all and the cold. But otherwise, looking at it from inside of a driver's cab, that's pretty neat. It's cozy, it's nice, especially now in the evening. If it would start snow now, that would be it. That would be really cool.
Turn right.
So yeah, and I also found this truck, this old Superliner. Just so happened. I was not planning on it. I was actually trying to fix a newer Superliner to my friend, and that one is not updated since 2 years, so we were not able to use it fully, and it would crash. It would cause our games to crash on and off in convoy mode. So that's why I'm using this one instead. And I just came across this one looking for some kind of update for the other one. Basically, just we're browsing around on the internet, and then I found this one, and I thought it was so nice. And I checked into it a little bit with the truck. They started 1977, making these up to 1993, I believe. And after that, I'm not sure, but I think after that is the newer one. The one I tried to... Alright, I have no clue where to turn because I don't see crap, but... Oh, I think I see something there.
Make a U-turn. Just keep out with
We got traffic behind too, wondering what the heck I'm doing. Well, they would if they would be real. Gonna have the flashers on. Going into, so this is Matt VT Yards, just coming across, actually all the way from the right turn in the intersection. That's his area because it's locked down in the game. There's gonna be a bridge coming up. We need to be a little careful because it's kind of a sudden upswing on the road, and we always hit our bumper in that. If we hit it hard, we come to stop. We don't want that. So we're gonna keep just below 30 so we are able to lift her up. The suspension. This trailer looks really weird when it's hang on. When it's not loaded, the trailer looks just so tiny. Like, it's just a freaking beam. It's no frame, really. It's a center beam going all the way, connecting. I guess the logs are responsible for keeping it together when it's loaded. So it's a pretty smart solution, I'd say. Saving a lot of weight. But it, you know, in certain condition, I believe it could snap like nothing. Let's see if we can pull this one off. I usually come the other way, just because I'm almost always checking out the yard on the other side. But this time we're gonna turn coming this way. Oh man, I don't see where I'm going. There's the road. Hit the road, Jack. Alright, I overdid it a little bit maybe, I don't know. I can't really see what the trailer is doing in the pup. Yeah, I was overkilling it. I had plenty of space there, but I'd rather have that than too little of it. Alright, let's see what we got. If not now, maybe later. But alright, we got Eagle, right? We wanted that. We want that, yep. So I'm just gonna take the load. Then we are going over to the yard with the load and spend the night, I guess. It's gonna be a late one. Not gonna get paid probably, but you know, a little goodwill every now and then. Doesn't hurt anybody except for someone's wallet maybe. I don't know. That's not an issue, but I strongly thinking of starting a new profile just for logging. However, it is really hard to get by with that. It's so bad payment, and I was thinking real financial, you know, revenue, real finances. So it would be pretty hard to get by with the logging industry. So I guess I will have to start with machinery at some point, because that would give the best payment. And I want to have this truck, or at least a Mack Superliner, to start out with as a first truck. And as soon as possible get it into logging. So that would be the goal, so to speak. But finances would not allow me to get into it too early. That's sad. They would be so hard with the payment, so bad payment that you would not get by in the beginning. I don't think you would get by. I'm gonna check it, but I think maybe if I can invest in a big trailer. Sadly not the road train, even though that would be perfect for it, since Brian Modmaker's road train doesn't support 3 times the load. If you come, like, it supports 3 times the load, but not the 3 times the payment, so you don't get the same payment as you should. You're coming with 3 loads, and they just pay you for 1. You're basically giving the 2 others away, so that's just not good. But
I may be the
I
vice
would
president,
probably use the
but
double,
you're the president of this car, and it's time to
the
take
Arctic double from Pinga Mods. It's really easy to mix these up because this one also is called Arctic, but before the update. So this was the only one that was called Arctic among the other ones, and it is a double. So this is also Arctic double, not a B double though. So you could say the B double then. Oh, I hit something. Let's see. Yeah, work lights, side lights. I would love to have that. Maybe there is a mod for that. I really need to check it out because doing logging like this, I think this is the way. I think we'll fit. I don't know. That's not an option. Not really. Because that's what I'm doing constantly. I'm just guessing here. We might hit the rail. No? Alright. Very good. No? We were not good. Let's see what it did. It actually hit the collision box of the rail. So I didn't really hit the rail, but the game thinks I did. Yeah. Or is there something else? Oh, I see now what it is. Yeah, I hit that one. I did. For sure. It's not the guardrail, but it's some other kind of... I think the logs will fit above
Make a U-turn. Let's keep our
the
enemies
guardrail. Anyway. Yeah, some more missing textures ahead. I'm sorry about that. On behalf of Matt VT Yards. They are not really compatible. Oh, it starts snowing now. Man, I kind of want to keep driving then. I will do that. I'm not going to take the night. Because if I fast forward time, it's probably going to stop snowing anyway. So I'm going to enjoy it.
Make a U-turn. Let's keep our enemies guessing.
But however, I'm going to turn around in the yard. So yeah. Gonna watch the dogs. 2 of them. One just
Make a
over
U-turn.
there on the
Let's
corner.
keep our enemies guessing.
Where are you, dog? Yeah, you're there. Okay, you're good. Oh man. It's gonna get really tight. You can refuel if you want. Oh! My bad. Don't want to hit that one. Oh shoot. Alright. So time for differential lock. And sure, we're gonna use the pusher axle as well. There was a big difference there. But I cannot turn. I can turn a little bit. It's not a lot. Not a whole lot. So I'm full now to the left and it's going straight. You can feel it in the steering. It's crazy. Alright, that was way better. Alright, let's fuel her up and watch the logs so they don't hit the tank. There we go. not much missed. There's not much missing there. Alright. Don't think we need this one. Can get down low, or lower at least. And get going in the snowfall. Pretty neat. Gotta love it. Might be an issue with the last one, the pup. It's kind of on the edge, no problem. But it was close. Oh boy. I actually didn't plan on stream today, on any stream today. It was just, I just felt like driving a bit, using the new trailer here, or old trailer more. And I just felt like including you guys. A little one. I hope it's gonna be interesting enough anyway, even though I'm just hauling mainly logs right now. It's gonna be different at some point. I guess after Christmas, maybe New Year's, I'm gonna start doing other things as well. Hauling some cattle maybe. Or something like that. Well, right now we got a contract here, so we need to do what we need to do, right? Too freaking fast. This feels very uncomfortable. Oh man. It's picking up way too much speed. Now when it's snowing, it's way easier to lose grip for some reason. That's not really realistic, but it works like the rain works without the frosty mod, so it would get slipperier. I haven't yet hauled anything from here, from Lieber on the left coming up. I kind of need to do that someday. It's like machinery and stuff. So super satisfied with this engine. Sound, I love it. It's very high quality, very accurate. It's not Z-mods. This is the only engine I actually use that's not Z-mods right now. I have almost entire collection of Z-mods engines, and I'm really happy with them, but this one stands out. I kind of hoping for Z-mods to make this engine. There are a few, you know, like loop-like, free, like on in the sound. In some RPMs you can hear the loop, but not so bad. It's okay. But you can make it sound a little bit weird if you're not driving in a way that makes it not so obvious. So I would say on the high revs, when you're shifting down, coming to a stop basically, if you are using too much high rev, it will sound a little bit weird. But when going up in speed, it sounds really great to go up on high rev and just hear the between the gears. That's like super cool. Turbo, the valve. Alright, I don't know. I better stop. It's coming in a downhill here. Alright, you're gonna go? Alright, I'll wait. Oh boy. It seems like I don't have anything behind me, no. I don't see a light, at least. Oh man, you're really on me here. I get it. You're super important. And you just need to come through. Yep, got it. You too? You're also important? Yeah, please. Freaking go. If you're not going, I will. Okay, let's go. Crazy big logs. Yeah, so the other one, the Pratt trailer that I'm probably gonna try in a bit, the one that has 6 axles, available with 7 if you want that, and with a crane or without a crane, cross load or not, or along the trailer. So you have both of those options. You still have that in the new one. Refined models, so better models overall, but there is one missing, I think. So if you're going to be loading the logs along the trailer, you are not able to have a crane. And I kind of like the crane, but I also like to load the logs along the trailer more than across the trailer. I mean, it's cool to have it across too, but I have a thing for logs in the same direction I'm going, so it has no impact whatsoever. It's just a thing in my brain. I love the looks of it. That's all, and so I kind of like it. So even though I have the other one, the newer one with the crane and the logs cross-loaded like that, I'd still probably use the one we're gonna try. I think, yeah. Here we go. Also, this truck I think has one of the best lights actually. See more than with many other trucks. Not when it snows so much because they kind of dim the lights overall. So it seems like the headlights is getting worse when they have a lot of snowfall, possibly mist. They don't seem as intense. So we're going 65, 66 like last time. It's basically good speed for this truck. Oh, we got a hopper double in front of us. This one actually goes pretty normal speed, but I bump into these so much and they go so slow. A lot. I don't know why, but they do. Slower than other trucks for some reason, so it's kind of interesting. Hoppers. Grain trucks. Don't know the reason. Every now and then you just bump into those. They're going extra slow. I think we're good. Yeah, very good. We're good coming back in. Gotta love the V8. Well, I have one more V8. But that one doesn't have a Jake brake. It's a Cat, Z-Mod's Cat 3408. Underpowered somewhat, at least on the torque for some reason. It's kind of low, so it can still have the same horsepower range, but not the torques are for whatever reason lower. And I used to want to have that for a road train. And I kind of have to bump it up to 1,000 horsepower. However, changing the torque even more, so it would match like your C16 or a C15 that is really high power up. But still saying 1,000 horsepower is ridiculous. It's gonna snap the frame. But on this one, in this game, how would I say it? Like I usually say, 1,000 feels like 700 plus, between 7 and 800, like super strong engine, and the 800s feels like 600 plus, 660, 650, something like that. But that's just stupid references. You need the torque as well to compare, but you know, somewhat of a reference anyway. The 600s feels more like 500, I'd say. So this is a 680, and for whatever reason it kind of feels like it matches the amount for some reason. This very engine kind of matches what I'm expecting from it. If I would compare to in-game power, I would be like 550, possibly 600, but it's not a 680. This is almost 700
Keep
horses.
right, and then
So
exit right.
yeah, more like a 600, so to speak. But in reality, I would say this is the closest to compare. Then again, my references are European and American, but somewhat right, I think.
Turn right. And pin, turn right.
Oh man, I'm on the high beam here, blinding people, pissing people off.
Turn right.
Sorry, sir, I needed some space. It's a police officer. Yeah, that was the curb. Oh, snow stopped. Let's see. Time is 2 in the morning. Coming back to Eagle Valley soon rather than later. Haven't heard anything from Vince yet. He's actually offline right now. I was hoping he would stop by, which we talked about, but I'm not gonna be here for too long. It's midweek, and midweek it's Monday, freaking Monday. Tuesday tomorrow I have work to do, so I will not. It will not be a very long stream. It will probably not be 3 hours, possibly 1 more hour. Very nice lights in this truck, very nice.
In 400
Even the half beam is nice because it's kind of wide and this is long, so I love it. This truck is really good.
Turn right.
Sadly, I don't remember where to get it. I will maybe include it in coming streams. If you are if you're wondering, just leave a comment. Not in the chat, but in the comment section, and I will get reminded, and I can check it up for you. But it's not expensive. It's basically like you can decide the price, so you can get it pretty cheap. Or if you want to support and can support him, well, please do. Give a little more amount of money, but I think this mod is worth it. It's a really good one, really accurate and detailed truck. And you can use the sizzle pack with it, so there's actually additional stuff for that. I don't use the sizzle pack in ATS. I might be including it on my main profile later on, we'll see. We will see. I think I'm gonna use the other entrance here, just so I can have a little variation. Yeah. Yeah, so if I shift up, I rather stay on low RPMs. It sounds better. If you, for whatever reason, would get on high RPMs, it would sound somewhat ridiculous. Like, I don't know, something is off with it when it comes to that.
Turn right.
On the downshifting. Nothing on the upshifting though. Turn into this yard for fun. Check out that old station wagon, tow truck, beaten up pickup truck. Uh-oh. Hang on. I hope I'm not gonna... Jesus, this is the only trade-off on this one. You need a... Hang on, which one was it? It was this one, yeah. So if you want to check what's behind you, you're not gonna be able just to turn around like this. This is all you're gonna see. You might be able to reach a little bit further out, but that's not by much. This is crazy, this load. I'd say it looks a little more realistic just having the single trailer, I think. Having the double is kind of overkill, but it's fun to drive it. It's fun to haul with it. The giant logs. Maybe I want to see where I'm going. Alright, let's see where they want us. To the sawmill? Yes. That's very good, because we would have problem climbing the mountain with this one. So much problem, I don't think we might make it actually. It's very likely we would not. And this one is not at all fun to back up with. It's not a B double. B double I can take, but a double with a drawbar on it, not so much. For a little bit, for a shorter while, if I have plenty of time and no stress, I could try to make it work, but yeah. However, we're gonna try one switchback anyway, because I just realized this was a stupid move, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it does. Mack is really good, so I think we'll make it anyway, but if I'm the one making the mistakes, Mack can't do anything about it. Mack will just be Mack. Oh man. Alright. I'm watching. Where is the... There it is. Alright. Uphill. Here comes another one. So yeah, that's why I'm not using the differential lock or the pusher. I'm not gonna be able to turn, sadly. Both of them makes me go straight forward, or more or less straight forward. But without, I'm able to turn, so. It just fine. I love the bumper markers, the what is like poles coming up from the bumper on the edges, marking them. I love that on these. see where the limit is or where the edge is located. Pretty nice. Should we try to climb all the way up just to come down again? Oh man, this is crazy. I'm actually doing it. I'm gonna try to climb this one just for fun. Haha. They said it would be fun. I'm already losing speed here. Oh man. Oh.
Make a U-turn without increasing distance.
With the brochure. However, it doesn't look like we need it. And I never tried to go all the way up to the cabin or the yard. Man, this truck climbs a lot. No time for missing gears. Oh man. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It wouldn't take the gear, and then I'm in the middle of a steep uphill. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a really bad position to be stopping at. Oh man. All right. Okay, I guess yeah, the switch is in for the differential. Number 1, trailer brake set. I'm gonna try without the pusher axle first to see if it will work. That was the parking brake. What in God's name? I was not expecting this to work, but I mean, this is 59,000 pounds. It's different from 120,000 pounds, so because I've got loads with that as well. Okay, we're gonna cut the. There we go. So that was just the first stage of extra help, and we were able to make it anyway. Man, accidentally. I don't know how we're gonna be able to turn around up there. I don't think we can. So that might be another issue, yeah? To actually be able to turn around with this equipment. I don't think we can do that up there, but since we can't really decouple it, if you could, you would be able to, but alright, so heads up. There's gonna be trees in the middle of the road. That is because Frosty mods put additional trees, as I know it at least, into the game. And hang on. Push your axle down. and it doesn't go well with the Matt VTRs, but it's not much of these, so it's okay actually. Push axle up. So I had no clue how I should do to turn around here, but I'm gonna do my best to try. I'm gonna go left and right. So this is the yard in Eagle Valley. I would say on Eagle Rock. Maybe I can turn around here, we'll see. I'm a little worried about the pup trailer because that one can be an issue, and it will be an issue. I see it already. Is going to be an issue. I don't think I can do anything about it, but I will try, and if not, I'm just gonna use the force to turn around. Oh boy. Yeah, so single trailer, fine. We could pull it off, like turn around, but as you see, it goes backwards and pushing the drawbar further away, so it would cut into the rear axle there, and that would be it. And then it depends on if they actually can collide, if they have collision boxes. And it seems like they don't. Oh yeah, but it has collision box. It actually drags it around by force. I guess the logs were cutting into each other as well. So I would say it doesn't work, but we can force it. And from here on it would probably work just fine. I don't know about the car though, but we'll see if it starts beeping. No, alright. Alright, let's get this load down to the sawmill where it belongs. Stop fooling around with it. Or whatever you say. Maybe it's not fool around, I don't know, but mess around with it anyway. At least we know we can get up with 60,000 pounds. Should not be an issue. When it doesn't snow, at least. Then 120,000 pounds would be an issue, I'm sure. I think even 80,000 pounds would start to be a thing, like a bad thing, but I'm not sure. Depending on. Starts to get brighter too now, that's nice. They're like, where you been with the logs, man? Oh, I was just driving around, you know, taking the logs for a little sightseeing. Not even sure if I can make this turn. Oh man, that's gonna cut in. Oh, possibly. Oh boy. Yeah, oh, hoo, hoo. Okay. Last call. Hopefully it's not gonna start to push us down the hill here, because that is possible. I'm gonna be ready with the trailer brake here if it would start to push us sideways, which can happen in the next turn to the left. But it's more likely the other trailer would do that. The Pratt trailer, the 6 axles or 7 axles, depending on which I choose. That's a Swedish way of saying it. Choose. this really doesn't push you around like the other one does. I mean, they're probably at some point, but it doesn't have the tendency at all like the other one does. It's really, really, how would I say? Well behaved. Oh boy. That was over some rock. It wiggled a bit. Alright. Last time I just happened to bring that stop sign down. Was just trying to turn around and doing my thing, just trying to, you know, pushing the limit, see what I can do, what I can't do, and I accidentally hit it and flipped it over. And I was so tired after work today, I fell asleep after dinner. Man, I think it was actually late lunch, but that felt good anyway. Like a power nap, you can say.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you.
Come on, well. Alright, let's get rid of this load and take on a load with the other one. We're gonna definitely go over these logs. I don't even care anymore. Boink, boink. There we go. Alright. Let's get rid of it late. Yeah, I know that. Oh, not by much though. I thought I would be plenty late, but that's just nothing really. Alright, let's get rid of this trailer, shall we? Yeah, so it's called the Arctic though, but it's not in the Arctic collection. They call their whole collection now Arctic. So dismiss, yes please, and use the Pratt. We would want to do some configuration changes, maybe. I mean, it looks pretty good without the. Let's see how it looks with the rack in front or rack in back or both. We'll see. There we go. There it is. Pre-tax. Interesting. Pre-tax lights. In the middle of the air like that. Alright, I would probably go painted, but I'm not sure. I mean, this is pretty nice, but depending on how it looks, nothing else is really shiny on it. Well, at least the floor, what's not the floor, it's called deck, I guess. Deck plates. And what more do we got? We got that one, we got the painted like that. But it's in the front and the back. It looks kind of cool. But it also looks cool to have the logs just sticking out of it too, in a way. So I'm not sure I'm gonna have this. Am I able to install any lights on it? Not really. Then it doesn't really. And I have a rack on the truck, so it doesn't matter. Really? Really, really, really. Let me have a minute with this, just a little minute. See what I want with it. Nah. I'm gonna have it like this. I like to see the front of the logs. But yeah, well, actually, it's two different loads what I've seen on this one. One looked really good. Like they look unevenly cut and the logs look really realistic like that. Then the other one they look a little too tidy, I would say. And kind of very even and very alike each other. So with that said, one of these would fix that issue. We would not see as much of it. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to use these. I will. All right. Sadly, I can't use any white flaps on this. I would love to have that in winter time. I use the white ones, but it's okay. Confirm order and use the trailer. And we will couple it right here, right now, as we are, by just using this little feature, moving forward a couple of inches, like so. And there we have it, almost in the wall. Inches from the wall. All right. Yeah. So we can. Let's see if I actually lift the axles on these. I think 3 of them will still stay on the ground. Yes. So the upside of the 7 axles, this is a 6, obviously. 7 axle, that 2 of the rear axles will be turning. Now we only have 1 turning, helping us to turn around corners. The 3 main axles, always on the ground, they are like 1 axle forward. So we would have 2 liftable turn axles in the rear, 3 regular main axles. And since they would be running forward, like, how would I say, positioning forward in the trailer, it would have better turning abilities on smaller roads when we're going to get load. So it would turn better. Then we have the other, I don't know what these called, but pusher axles maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so on the 7, on the one with the 7 axles, the first axle came so long ahead, like in front of the trailer, the front part of it, that I would have problem to go over the bump coming out from this place up there. So it would create a lot of resistance, and I cannot lift it when it's loaded. So that's why I actually using the 6 axles, bringing it all back a bit. It still turns. So yeah, let's go. We're gonna see what kind of load we can pick up. The cargo market from not Missoula, Eagle Valley. Yeah, to Missoula, to Thompson Falls, to St. Regis. That doesn't make sense. Thompson Falls makes sense. Eagle Valley, Eagle Valley. I guess it's gonna be from the forestry to the sawmill, I guess. Yeah, alright, let's go to Thompson Falls, whatever. We've been doing this like local thingies, and we haven't been to Thompson Falls yet. So I would hope it's the sawmill, but we'll see. Set the
The
GPS.
Secret Service
How
has
much
your
time
back,
do we
and so
get,
do
by the
I.
way?
Let's go.
It looked like not so much, or maybe I was wrong. 50 minutes. Oh boy, maybe we can't. Oh, we'll see. Whoa! So this trailer really makes us drift. It's gonna turn into a drifter. It's hard to take turns with this one. It would gonna be a little bit of an issue. Oh boy. Whoa! Ah! Darn it! Man. So this is kind of interesting how this specific trailer is making this tractor into a drifter. Drift car. And it climbs like a rocket. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was crazy. It's really different. I don't think I have any trailer doing that with this tractor as much as this one. Oh boy. Crappy angle. Oh. So it wants us to turn around, I guess. Yeah, so that load was actually from the sawmill. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go back down for it. The reason was to come up here with this one. Anyway, so it's in the air. There we go. All right. If we can get that one, we can get something else. It's fine. What can we get from here? To St. Regis, Eagle Valley. I mean, sure, let's go to St. Regis. It doesn't matter really. I am job. But yeah, this would be one of them that doesn't really make sense. Where are we supposed to be? Oh, over there? This way. Because we're gonna be parked. I'm not sure. Maybe. Alright. We're gonna do it the way I would do it anyway, so Even if they turn us around after getting the load, I will turn us back. There we go. Kind of like this trailer. And like the other one as well, but on that one you just have to load them on across the trailer. So that's why I like the variation of this, I would say version of this, where you can actually load them along the trailer. Like I mentioned before, but new viewers maybe didn't hear me because they weren't present, so that's why I'm repeating myself like an old man. There we go. Let's see how they put us now. Oh, good. Alright, so let's check this load. 0. Yeah, so I mean they look good. They look good. I can't say anything about it. Compared to Brian Modmaker's ones, the Big Bamboo or whatever, these look really good. But yeah, after the update, they really upped their textures and quality and different kind of wood, different kind of logs, tree sorts of trees. What is this? Interesting. Might be two logs inside of each other here. Just so happened. Alright, so let's see how it looks with the rack. I think I'm gonna run them without anyway, but not gonna remove them now, but I actually like them without in this specific. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that later. Let's climb up, take a look from up. Yeah, we got the crane, we got the logs. Pretty cool, I must say. There we go. Whoa. I wonder if I can set this camera to be on a specific height. Something like this. Not lower anyway. Oh, maybe. You want to go down and check things. If you're going to crawl under. Like so. Check the kingpin. The fifth wheel like this. Or other things. Connectors. Maybe check the brakes and the air ride if you got that. Suspension anyway. Let's go. It starts to snow. It's gonna be a crazy ride down the hill if it starts to snow. I'm sure it's gonna
Our
be
mission is to secure
something
the safety
different.
of the American people,
I'm
including
gonna lift my pusher axle. That's for sure. And check that. Yeah. I don't have the differential lock applied. Let's go. Honk honk. That's it. Rubber duck. We got ourselves a convoy. I'm the only one. We got ourselves a convoy. Let's come up with a new song there about being alone without a convoy. I should have me a convoy, but I'm all alone. I should have me a convoy. Whatever. Alright. This is it. This is it.
in 400
There.
turn left.
So this turn is going to be way harder now when it's really slippery because it's snowing. No! Darn it. Brakes doesn't hold. For whatever reason, the trailer brakes doesn't hold me at all. This is not what I wanted right now. It never is. Well, not so much backward, but forward. So this is the kind of problem I had with the 7-axle, but without the snow. A little snow, and it will be being a little bit careful coming up here. That's enough for not making it. Seems like it actually coming out of the rear gear. It's trying to go forward, but it's like a bug. It does that sometimes. See, now it's starting to go forward again. Weird. Let's drive forward again. Now it's going backwards. Yeah. Well, we only have one chance. Still can't use the differential lock. I need to back up there, so I'm gonna try to do that. And we're gonna have some more speed and a little more cojones. A little more oomph, a little more I don't know, because this slippery road might just bring us straight out into the abyss. We don't really want that, do we? Uh-oh. Hang on. Yeah, we got a hole right here. My friend ended up in that hole. We don't want that. Oh, it stopped snowing. That is definitely an advantage for us, because the game just makes it weird, as it makes things slipperier just because it starts snowing. It's really not an issue, but just gonna see that. Alright, the pusher is gone. It's lifted. There we go. Now I am kind of curious if we could have pulled it off while it's snowing, but I probably have my chance someday to try that as well. At least we're up now and on our way to St. Regis for some log transfer or whatever to the Air Force 3 over there. Maybe they don't have the type. And there's gonna be a truck coming to pick it up later, and he's not gonna bring it from here because he cannot reach it. He doesn't have that kind of truck, so he will have to have it from St. Regis. That makes sense, doesn't it? Kind of. If you want it to make sense, it will make sense. Whoa. textures again. Really weird. Wonder what it is. That is missing the whole, probably the whole section. Two guys dancing and the goat and the bear, I guess. To the engine. All right, turn left turn. Yeah. So actually we are able to turn right and go straight, even though one might not think we can. It will never be marked out. However, game might crash if I go this way. This is actually a road going all the way over to BNSF rail yard, but yeah, not gonna take that road no more. I had two crashes going that way, so. So you could say I have plenty of log trailers now, different configurations, different kind of loads. I mean, different kind of logs.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Might be I have all of them except for the one on the workshop. Not using that. Overall, from what I've seen, not much log stuff going on the workshop, in the workshop.
Take the fourth exit, or America.
I wonder if these racks that I added on the trailer adds more weight to it. Also, I'm just wondering. if they included it. Oh, here we go. That was my pressure axle. I kind of equipped it with big wheels. Like I don't have the normally small rims and small, like less inch, less profile, lower profile on the wheels, I guess, something like that. But I have it just like the front wheel, the big wide, so it would sometimes just hit the ground. This is a sound I don't like when it goes up a little bit too far when you shift up or shift down. That's what I
In
kind of
400
I don't know.
meters, turn right.
It feels like it would make a different sound, just like
Turn right.
at that moment, at that RPM. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Really? I'm stuck. Oh, it's turning. I have the pusher down. I have the differential lock on. So, what does this weight? Yeah, that was the wrong one. Give me the weight, please. It's 74,950. Man, it really difficult to find exactly what would trigger it not to, you know, turn. Different with different trailers, I guess. Not only loads, but I guess I will have to find out. That was a log. All right. Hang on a second. You want me to back in here, right? I think that is the plan. That's very not so nice at this hour. You don't really see much. But I will try. Man. Oh, that was a trailer. I think I hit it. Whoa. I must have backed up on something like a little hill or something coming down from there. There's a lot of blinking going on. Seems like I can't go further anyway. I would see anything at all. Nothing. It's fine. Got my mirrors. That's it. That's it, good folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a good night, and have a wonderful remaining of the day, if you have that, and hope to catch you on the next one. Bye bye.